What's going on, guys? My name is Ben. Welcome to another What I Think episode. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about handheld gaming, and such as like, oh well, in this case it's a PSP, which this is outdated right now. But currently we have the PS Vita, the Nintendo 3DS, and then we got the Nintendo 2DS, which I don't think is a separate system from the DS. It's just like without 3D pretty much. So what I want to talk about in this video is like how I see handheld gaming right now. Well, apparently it doesn't look too good. Now, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm saying like there's not a lot of people with handheld gaming devices as much as there was back then when the old Game Boys came out, then the Nintendo DS, then the PSP was first coming out. You know, I just feel like handheld gaming, it's like going down right now. Like, not too many people are interested in handheld gaming. They're more into gaming on their smartphones. In this case, this iPod, or their tablets. You know, and why are people into this kind of gaming more versus this one? Even though this one is a dedicated gaming device, whereas this one is not very dedicated, and this is pretty much a mix of everything. Well, here are some reasons why people will want to go this. They love the games, they love the intense games that come up with this. You know, rated M for mature. MotorStorm, Mario for the DS, Grand Theft Auto for PSP and the DS. You got Killzone right here. What else? So Star Wars, you know, all that. And the smartphones and this iPod, these games are just more like for casual gamers. Or, you know, they'll take a game and that's on a gaming console, whether it's an old console or a newer console, and then try to put the same game right here, just in a smaller platform. And the reason why people would rather go with this versus this is because, well, this is heavier, it's much bigger, this one's smaller, and this one's lighter, thinner. But then again, that can change. If you have a phone that's gigantic, like the Galaxy Note 3, you know, really, it's just going to depend on your personal preference. Now, how do I see handheld gaming these days? Handheld gaming doesn't seem that great. And I'm not sure how many people of you got a PS Vita or a Nintendo 3DS out there. If you do, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Do you guys think that there's more people with a PS Vita these days and more people with a Nintendo 3DS these days versus back then when the PSP just first came out, as well as the Nintendo DS? I don't know. Or the DS Lite or the DSi, whatever, because I feel like not many people are into handheld gaming that much. And some of those games that were like on dedicated gaming consoles, they're like starting to get integrated right here. For example, the original Xbox and the PlayStation 2, you know, they had a game called Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and of course right now I have GTA 5, or Grand Theft Auto 5, if you want to say it the long way. And Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was for the original Xbox and the PlayStation 2, and I'm not sure if those were the only two. No, there's also PC, and I think that was it. Or maybe there was more to it. Now they have Grand Theft Auto San Andreas right here on iOS, and all you have to do is pay $7 for it, and then you got the game right there. Now, is it the full version? I have no idea because I never downloaded it before, but I saw it on a blog post, hey, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is here. And then I keep looking at the App Store. They also have Grand Theft Auto 3. They also have Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So, imagine if they started integrating some of the PSP games onto iOS, such as like Sonic Rivals or Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Star Wars, you know, all that. Imagine they can integrate that right here. And all companies or third-party manufacturers have to do is just create some sort of accessory where you have these buttons right here onto this. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Because here's the thing. Handheld gaming to me, I like it. And it's much easier with buttons. This one doesn't have any buttons, so I had to keep relying on the touchscreen right here. And sometimes that's not very comfortable because you don't get any feedback, like any vibration feedback that your finger has registered onto the screen to activate the button. Whereas this one, the only way this registers, which is upside down, the only way this thing registers is if you just push a button. That's it. That's all you have to do. You just keep pushing buttons and then like your controls are automatically registered. But unfortunately, these things, I think they're starting to die out a little bit. But maybe Sony or Nintendo can do something to boost their handheld gaming consoles back up. And the PS Vita, from what I've heard when it was first released, like the sales weren't that great, but Sony wasn't concerned about it. The Nintendo 3DS had problems where people were getting eye strains due to the 3D effect, but all you have to do is shut it off. That's it. For me, if I were to get the 3DS, I would just play the 3DS with the 3D feature off. Now, that might seem pointless because the whole point of the 3DS was supposed to play in the 3D effect, but you gotta be concerned about your health. Health comes first. So, my question to you guys is, do you think that handheld gaming is starting to die out and people are going to be into mobile gaming, such as mobile gaming with their cell phones, their tablets, their MP3 players like the iPod Touch right here? Or do you think that the handheld gaming industry is fine and it's not dying out, and there will be some sort of miracle that these manufacturers, in this case Sony and Nintendo, will be able to boost their that handheld gaming industry up, so that way people are into it? Because here's the thing, I like the PS Vita right now. I would like to have one, but at the same time, I don't have it right now. Why is that? Why do I still have my PSP versus the PS Vita? Because here's the thing, to be honest guys, I don't play this thing as often as I did back in the day. When I first got my first iPhone, which was the iPhone 3G, or when I really started using an iOS device, which was the iPod Touch first generation, but that wasn't mine, I was using that more, and then the PSP was just sitting on my desk doing nothing. So I don't know. So I had it for all these years, and I have not played it for a while. I recently, during the summer, took it with me on vacation when I went to California because I thought that I was going to play it. I brought this thing for nothing with my games and chargers for nothing because I did not even play it. I had both my iPod and my iPhone 4 all set. And plus, like, I can sit there and do nothing just fine. I don't need to be in the car and then play this all the time. No. I could actually just have to shut off and then look off the road. That's it. See what's going on out there in the world. So that's it. What do you guys think? Go ahead and leave your thoughts down in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.